Hello and welcome to another day, another episode of Stories with Casey Beauty. Last time I had started telling you a story that of a guy I got to speak to, and then I had converted his conversation into a story by his permission. I was reading that. This story is about a guy who was made responsible for his family's failure and expectations when he was 12 years old. He wanted to become a writer, but he wasn't allowed to do so since writing does not bring money. And we were on the part when he has started to earn in not as a writer, in a clerical position. He earns 25,000 and is already being burdened by all the family's expectations and expenses. And even after 2 years of job, he has no savings. So we're continuing the story. When I was 25, a friend from college called me. Listen, I'm starting a content writing agency. Small right now, but there is potential. You were always good with words. Want to join? I can't pay much at first, but once we get clients, we'll split everything equally. We could build something real. My heart actually skipped a beat. Content writing? Let me fix this. I think it's way too bad. So yeah, continue. My heart actually skipped a beat. Content writing? Not the creative writing I had dreamed of, but close. So close. I need to think about it. Don't think too long. Please, I need an answer by Friday. I'm short on time. I went home that night and stared at my ceiling. Did the math in my head. My current salary, 35,000 after 3 years of this miserable life. My friends offer 15,000 to start with. And potential for more. Potential. That's a beautiful but dangerous word. I couldn't do it. I couldn't take a 20,000 rupee pay cut, not when my family was depending on me for everything. My brother was still in college, my sister would need marriage expenses soon, my father's health was declining. I called my friend on Thursday. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't take the risk. Risk? Man, this is an opportunity. I can't afford opportunities. I said, and I hung up. That friend's agency is doing very well now. I see his posts on social media. International clients, office in the biggest city of our country. He's living the life I could have had. But I couldn't afford to try. Her name was Zara. I met her at a friend's wedding when I was 27. She worked for an NGO, made decent money, loved books. And when I mentioned I used to write, her eyes actually lit up. Really? What kind of things? Do you still write? No, I said, not anymore. Why not? Because I'm too tired, because I have nothing left to give, because every creative impulse gets crushed under the weight of bills and responsibilities and the constant gnawing guilt that I'm not doing enough. Life got busy. That's all I could manage to answer. We talked for 3 hours, exchanged numbers, started meeting for coffee. For 6 months, I felt like being a human again. Like someone who existed beyond his paycheck. She wanted to introduce me to her parents. I panicked. What do you do? Her father would ask. I'm a clerk. How much do you earn? 40,000? I had gotten another raise. Savings? I could already see a disappointment on his face. I'd seen it my whole life on my father's face. I couldn't bear to see it on hers. So I started pulling away. made excuses, stopped replying to messages. What happened? She finally asked. Did I do something wrong? No, I'm not a place to think about marriage right now. I'm not asking you to marry me tomorrow. I can't give you the life you deserve. That's not your decision to make. But it was. Because I knew the math. Marriage means expense. Maybe kids eventually. More responsibility. More people depending on the man who could barely keep his own head above water. She cried. I felt nothing. I had already gone numb. That was 3 years ago. She's married now. To someone who could afford to love her. I'm 30 and still alone. Last week, my younger brother, who just graduated, got his first job, came to me. Bro, I would like to do a certification course in data science. It costs 80,000, but it could really boost my career. Do I look like I have 80,000 lying around? He blinked, hurt. I was just asking. I thought maybe we could figure something out. Figure out what? I've been figuring things out for 8 years now. When it is my turn to ask for someone help. Okay, listen, forget it. I'll see what I can do. He left. And I sat there, hating myself. More to come on next episode. Stay tuned.